How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Super Tea Podcast Show. How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday, world. Happy Thursday. So, life has been moving at an astronomical speed, and I physically move like a turtle. So, when life is moving at an astronomical speed and I'm moving like a turtle, I'll just be like, okay, I'm just taking my pace, taking my pace. I'm grateful though. I'm very, 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 very grateful. I have not uploaded last week episode for Soulful Sunday because last weekend was a celebration. My son turned 27, and that required a lot of energy. And outside of the energy put into making the dinner, I made carrot cake for the very first time. And yeah, I had to do chores around the house, and it was just a lot. It was a lot for me physically. And then it became a lot for me emotionally. So I did get Soulful Sunday done, but I did not publish it because I don't know what was happening on one of my devices. It was acting kind of wonky. And so I just did a live on TikTok with intentions of downloading it and then uploading it here onto YouTube. And I have to organize and, get back into my flow because I kind of got a little conjulted. I think that's the proper word, conjulted. And I'm just finally getting back to my flow. And I wanted to just vent a little bit about the conjunction. I did talk about it and, self regulate, and I'm still self regulating and, recognizing that, oh gosh, I didn't even put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Let me do that really quick. All right. Um, so yeah, I just, life. I feel like I have everything outside of course, the mobility that I would love to have physically. But I am able to move a bit and get from point A to point B, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful that, they're working painfully at times, but still working, you know. And I do see improvements, and I am upping my exercise regimen, and my physical therapy is what it is. I go twice a week now. I don't do the back stuff no more. I only do the legs. But I'm joining the gym in a couple of days. I've already outlined the days. I need to write them down, but I already outlined the days I'll be working out, weight training at the gym, and also going to do aquatics once a week. So, yeah, I'm going to be very physically busy, and maybe that will help a little bit. No, that's gonna help me a lot, my legs a lot. But my heart, I don't know what's gonna do with my heart. I don't know what's gonna do. I don't know what's gonna do with my heart, people. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I just don't know like how exactly. Like I saw, you know, I feel like I should have just stayed away. I should have just stayed away because I saw the potential of me being right where I am right now. And it's not that I don't want to be where I am right now. I just don't want to be where I am right now by myself. I feel like if I'm in this space, this should be a shared space. Like, it should be mutual. The unrequited stuff, I've been there, I've done that. I did that for a whole decade. A whole decade. I don't think this is the unrequited. Unrequited. I may be saying the word correctly. I may be saying it wrong. I don't know. Um, but it's basically when one person is just really, really loving another person is just like la da dee da da da, don't even know or aware or care, or if they are aware or care, it ain't to that extent. It's not mutual, that's unrequited. And I was in that situation for a whole decade, like a whole decade. A whole decade of my baby making years stuck. Stuck. And of course, I can formulate an idea in my mind and say, well, God's protection. Or is, saying, well, you was being saved from just being with any a-hole. Okay, whoo, hoo, 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 hoo. But there's a lot of good folks out there, and I wasn't for a whole decade wasn't even open. Now I will say it wasn't like, oh, this was just something happenstance that happened. Something very traumatic did happen, like literally right before I got into that unrequited situation. My baby girl passed away. That was very, very traumatic. So I guess me being in that circumstance of that unrequited love that I had for a whole decade, I guess it kind of made sense, I guess I could have been actually doing worse. I could have been looking for love in all the wrong places, and literally. So I didn't do that. So I guess it was God's protection. However, I almost feel like I wasted a whole decade. I feel like I wasted a whole decade. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that shit again. I'm not doing that again. However, here I am. And again, I don't think that it is that. I don't know that it is that. There's somebody in another country somewhere that gave me a heart. Thank you for the heart. This is just a 42, soon to be 43-year-old lady, mother, venting, releasing. Because, yeah, I don't have a therapist yet. Not a regular one. I don't know what they would tell me. I already know what they would tell me. Be like, why don't you go outside and meet people? I went outside yesterday. I met some folks yesterday. I like the environment. I'll be going back. But I feel like only for business purposes and to make like just genuine platonic friendships. I didn't get that electric, and I know they're like, oh, don't pay attention to that chemistry stuff. You need to be with somebody with intentions, and obviously I listen to therapists, and listen to their professional take with single people and encouraging them in their dating lives and in their personal lives and things of that sort. However, they're coming from a very surface area. Even if they go deep into the psyche, they don't really go into the spiritual aspect of it. And that's the part that pretty much I feel kind of magnetized me to this individual right now. And I just don't know what to do. I have no clue what to do at all. Like, um, when it was initiating, I was like, okay, say something, and of course my logic was like, don't say nothing. You're like, you're so out of order. Why would you say something? And I did say something, kind of, sort of, in my way. I did make it known, and they were like, well, don't do that. And I was like, okay. And that was pretty much the end of the conversation in that direction. And I was okay. Everything was okay. And now I don't feel okay because now, even though everything is so amazing in life, like outside of my legs, which they're improving, so really they're amazing too, it's like I have everything. I have everything, but inside, I just want to like cuddle and laugh and joke and do stuff with this person. And it's just is what it is. It's not currently happening. So sometimes I get sad when I think about it because I'm like, even though I'm happy to see them and I'm happy to be around them, it's like But I want some other stuff, I want the cuddles, I want the alone time, I want all of that, So today I didn't even go outside because I was like, I don't want to see nobody but that one person. I don't want to see nobody. I have coins waiting for me. Coins, if you're not from America, is money. I have money. It's waiting for me. I just called the people just now. They're like, yeah, we got it waiting for you. I was like, can I come tomorrow? They're like, sure. I'm like, okay, cool. What's a good time? They're like, before 7. Okay, cool. So I want to go out there. And it's nice outside today. It's like 50 degrees. It's sunny outside. The snow is still melting up all over the place, but I'm in the house watching comedy, and I decided to just come up here and do a venting because at least I'm expressing and releasing, and releasing and expressing is healthy. I don't have it bottled in. It ain't stuck in my hips. I feel like I'm shaking away decades of stuff from there. I'm laughing, but it's kind of accurate. They say store emotions there as a woman. I don't know if men do too, but it makes sense to me because mine's as tight as I don't know what, and yeah, it's affecting my mobility. It's painful at times, and yeah, my what you call it is really loud in the background. I came in my room and everything thinking, it won't be too loud if I come in my bedroom and close the door, but nope, it's pretty still loud. I don't know. I like the theater experience when I'm watching entertainment on television. I want it to be like surround sound, and I don't have surround sound speakers, so I just turn the TV all the way up. Maybe I'll put on some music though and do some dancing. But yeah, just checking in with the world. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Um, Again, life is moving at an astronomical speed. I move at turtle pace, and I think it's okay. I think it's okay that I move at my own pace. I'm excited. Again, I met some great people, and I definitely want to be better prepared next time I hang out with these folks to make a decision whether I'm going to become a member. I know I'm going to become a member, um, but I have to solidify what I'm going to do, because I have so many things. Am I going to incubate my cafe, which probably is a great idea? Am I going to pursue this organization that literally just came to me to do? And I was like, what? But I think that's a good idea because the people are literally there who are in that field. And I've made other connections with people in that field and industry. So, um, yeah, life is good. Like everything is moving forward. So I guess this love stuff, this heart stuff of me and mine is going to move forward too. Um, Either the person now who has it is going to do something, or I'm going to meet somebody new. Either or. And it's going to still be a great connection when I'm actually physically connected, But this connection that I have is phenomenal. I ain't going to hold you. And I just don't know how it would come, like, literally into fruition and stuff. But it's not up to me to determine how. It's just, you know, me acknowledging it is good. Me acknowledging how I feel, being honest with myself, and just like, okay, this is what it is. It's so evident. It's like, maybe not to the world, but to me, it's like it's so evident. It's like it's not something that's ever not in the forefront of my mind. And just the way things be happening, you know, like I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Things just be happening, not me planning, not me intending, just me literally minding my business, and then it just be like, oh. Like I was having a conversation with a friend, and this friend they have no clue, you know. But this friend I was having a conversation with, we haven't conversated in a long time, and I was getting ready to go somewhere, and they were coming in from somewhere, and they were just like, hey, and they hugged me, and we're talking about all type of stuff. They might be moving to Boston. They're telling me about their job, you know, talking about all type of stuff. And then they they bring the person up. I don't bring the person up, like, you know, because I'm not doing that. I don't bring the person up to nobody. And they bring the person up to me, and they're like, you know, how was you guys' interaction? And I was like, oh, it's good interaction. You know, they was like, well, you know, they asked me a question. They was like, I really admire this person. I was like, yeah, they're pretty dope, you know, and we're like having a conversation, and then boom, boom, that motherfucker's right there. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, cool. And I'm just like, you have no idea. Because I wasn't even supposed to be standing here right now. I was supposed to be somewhere else. So again, this orchestration that's happening, it's not me. It's, you know, I'm just, I guess the one that's like, okay, I'm willing, okay. It's that I'm not like, no. Um, which is a shocker to me because there's so many reasons to say no to this. There's so many logical reasons, ethical reasons, moral reasons, and for some reason, none of those things apply with this one person. None of those things apply. I'm gonna go back and watch comedy because if I think too much about it, I'm gonna stress myself out. I think I hear Martin Lawrence on. Anyway, thank you for tuning into my show. Stay tuned. Thank you for your support. Peace.